For the amount of hours that I've been sprawled out on the couch staring aimlessly at the ceiling, I probably could have had a full night's sleep 2 times over. Stowing oneself away is often the purest remedy for tragedy in life, second only to perching atop a bar stool and paying the bartender a bucket drink tip to be your own personal shrink for a few hours. But why go through all the hassle of putting on clothes and paying for drinks when, like Judy said, there's no place like home? Normally I can't stand the burn of liquor, but I'm past the point of caring. Or maybe I finally reached the amount of drinks where the alcohol dulls even the pain that it itself brings. I don't really care either way, so long as it's doing its job.
Ring. Damn you, ring! I'm not paying for you to just sit there and do nothing.
It always takes some time getting used to having something in the same place for so long and then readjusting to the new order of things once it disappears. Like the time when I was a kid and my mom threw away my favorite t-shirt because it had a hole in the pit and one hell of a stain on the collar that she never could quite get out. I'd missed it greatly, but it was time for it to go and I simply had to get used to it. How long does it take for someone before they're used to one less contact? What's truly annoying is that other than my own, I've never memorized anyone's number. It's the cell phone's fault, really, with all the technology encompassed in that little device. Why would anyone in their right mind ever memorize anything when it's so clearly stored for them? On a related note, why would anyone in their right mind delete a number without at the very least writing it down first? Is that old-fashioned, too? Writing things down? Has that gone the way of the dodo, along with remembering people's numbers? Effing technology. At this point, I'd give anything for the blasted thing to ring. I'd even make a promise to God that I'd change every aspect of my life to serve him if the call would just come through. Sure, I might not actually follow through with it, but just the notion that I'd be willing to lie to God in order to get my way should prove how badly I want it, right?
Look, just hear me out, okay? This will only take a minute, and it might very well be the most important minute of our lives, okay? I know it's been an interesting couple of weeks, but I've had a lot of time to think about this, and I've spent my fair share of waking hours just staring off into nothingness and wishing that you were sitting right there next to me, because you know what? Sometimes in this world, all you need is that one person who makes you happy. Do you know how people know when they're in love? It's when they could be doing something as mundane as having a coffee and a scone with that one person, but they're so happy in that moment that they would be content to spend the rest of their lives in that mundane moment with that person forever and ever, over and over, and never get tired of it. And I want to have those moments with you again. Now, I know what it's like to see you cry because I've seen you do that a dozen times, but I also know what it's like to see you cry because of me, and that's something I never want to have to witness again. It's something I hope you never have to do. So what do you say? Well, why don't we just take this small first step and get together for a drink?
I'm terribly sorry. That sounds quite lovely and all, and I delight in your appealing take on love, but I think I may have dialed the wrong number.
Well, what? Shit. Ah, shit. This is embarrassing.
I have to admit, this is one of the more interesting wrong numbers I've dialed in a long time.
Yeah, it probably takes the cake, huh?
Potentially multiple cakes. So, might I ask the name of my accidental recipient for when I inevitably tell this story to all of my friends and family?
Yeah, I guess it's Mitchell.
You guess?
I'm sure.
Well, hey Mitch, nice to meet you, and my deepest sympathies for what I can only assume is your recent breakup.
Oh, I'm sorry. I probably sound pathetic.
Nah, maybe fanatical.
Fanatical.
Yeah, sounds more appealing. Kind of like you're just ranting about a sports team.
Well, I don't remember the last time I made a sports team cry, but that does make it sound a little bit better.
Gotta always try to put a positive spin on things. Well, Mitch, I gotta get going, but judging from your area code, it's safe to assume that we're in the same vicinity. Would you not agree?
It seems that way.
Right. I have no clue who you are or what you do, but I'm greatly intrigued by your passion towards this mystery woman. I'm also ironically on my way to grab an afternoon coffee and a scone, believe it or not, and I would love to extend an invitation for you to join.
I'm not sure.
I don't know if you know this, but I once heard that the ultimate test for two people is something as mundane as having coffee together, and they're so content in that moment that they could live that same moment over and over again for the rest of their lives and never tire of it. With that being said, I'll be at the shop of the corner of Willoughby and Garner in 30 minutes. Stop by if you're interested in pulling yourself away from that ceiling that has you captivated so.
Look, I appreciate the offer, but I got a busy day.
No pressure, just a friendly invite. Oh, and Mitch,
Yeah.
when you show up, I'll be the one in the green hat, and I'll introduce myself as Kaylee.
Okay, well, I didn't say I was gonna show up, so I just can't.
Oh, I'm not gonna hang around for you to answer. I'm just gonna assume you come. Gotta always put a positive spin on things, remember? Anyway, I'll see you soon.
Gotta start the sobering process at some point.